Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. He'll hand it off. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Breaking free at midfield. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
We'll hand it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that 1st down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Trying to extend the play. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Canes. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Big guys up front, lined up. It's 1st down. The back's got it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert it here.
Come to the line, a long They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Gets into space at the 50. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. And the Wolverines come to the line to run the hurry up.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as
a sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tries to get it to the running back. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Breaking free at the 35.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to loving what they're seeing from this back.
Solid game, moves the ball to a 43.
It's not a huge game here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, and it's a fumble. Defense has got the football.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility. plays after the catch, but none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. Handoff in a single back formation. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback looking to scramble. A first down pickup, tackled at the 45.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Oh, a reverse. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They're going to run it. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Michigan 3.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Running back has it on the screen now. Powers through a tackle. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The Wolverines pick up enough for a first down here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're looking to protect the lead and protect the football. The last possession, remember, ended in a fumble. That's a nice catch along the sideline, but it gains nothing.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Second down play coming up. Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Bringing pressure. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
A big play here that gets them down into the red zone. They're not thinking about a field goal, I assure you, Chris. They're trying to get 6 points.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Here comes a throw from the red zone. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. This one is right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They're going to run it here. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
That is tough for the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
And Miami offense is back on the field. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And the ball to the ground. The offense recovers the fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Catch made down inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
Chris, how dangerous is his offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the returner can be brought down. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Kerback and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And the Wolverines looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Great call here by the defensive coordinator, sending that linebacker on the blitz, and it works out for the sack. And I tell you, Miami linebacker play over the years, I would put up there with anybody in the country.
That sack sets up a 3rd down play. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Wolverines will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. He makes the grab. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
I feel like this quarterback could make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Extra point good. They trail now 17-10. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Miami offense back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. The Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And looking to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after that previous play. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick grab. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry up. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He's going to take off. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Slides down to avoid the tackle. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Miami.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He made good on his first try. This one is from 36 yards away. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Is back on the field. Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way. Can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Canes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Looking to pass here on second down. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This offense cannot be stopped. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Michigan offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. In the clear at the 25. And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a first down. No huddle now for the offense.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. Well, when teams can run the ball and pick up.
And here comes a deep shot. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Second down after the incompletion. changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Oh, here comes the reverse. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass is caught, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the Wolverines hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Wolverines looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And that run produces a decent gain. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Hit just as he throws the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Oh, my gosh, he completely baits the quarterback here. Quarterback thinks he can dump it off to the running back. The defense anticipates it, steps in front of it, and goes to the house for a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Now rolling out to his left. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
The pocket breaking down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's on the run. Launches deep. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
But his defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
Well, the defensive end's just too athletic for this offensive line. Coming off the edge, quarterback didn't even see him coming. How about that sack for the defense?
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go. And it's complete downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He hands it to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Run sets up a critical third down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds his man, has the first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 27, Michigan 24.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, the quarterback just misses his target here on third down and long, but at least he avoids taking the sack. Still a chance here at this range on fourth down with a 3-point lead. Kick the field goal and add to this lead.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And we are tied up now here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's a solid game. Moves the ball to 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And now the handoff. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. It's caught downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. this drive going. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Tight end makes the grab. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Crucial moment late in the game. 3rd and inches. Which side can impose their will? And they pick up the first on the ground. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll run it here. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
The Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. From the shotgun, drops back. Pass rush closing in. Receiver makes the grab. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. Sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Touchdown, Miami. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. Your defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And the returner forced out at the 15. That's where the drive will start. Michigan offense back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Receiver in motion now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's got it for a big gain. Good enough for the first down to the 37. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. First down, looking to throw the football. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, at this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Going again on 2nd and 10. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. He'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Now time for one final play that obviously has to go into the end zone to see if they can tie it up.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. The timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for 6. It's a touchdown! We're a point after away from overtime here in the national championship.
Now you've got a big decision. What a great touchdown. But think about it. If you kick the extra point, you tie the game up, probably go to overtime. Or if you roll the dice and go for 2 and potentially win the game.
And the coach says, forget overtime. We're going for 2. Try to win it right here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, and it's incomplete. They gamble, went for 2 in the wind, but fall short. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing.
Fuck.
National champion.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging
Nah.
moments. They've been able to overcome.
Nah, that was on me, bro. I'm so that nigga been throwing, bro. Them niggas throw horrible trajectory passes. I high pass that shit.
They are the national
I felt like I needed to, because you see where he was sitting at.
And wrap up another outstanding season of college football.
But I wasn't kicking no fucking field goal, bro. Fuck out of here. What I look like kicking a field goal? I came this far. That's supposed to be touchdown. We win in that, we go home, nigga. Hell. Hell nah, bro. I've been getting my bro. They've been giving him everything all game. You think I'm finna go into overtime and keep? Nah. I do, but bro, I'm telling you, the run part of the RPO wasn't even effective, so it don't matter. They was just busting right in, pass rushing, head down, nose running. Like I couldn't even play action. That's what was fucking me up, bro. Nigga, you gotta go for that right there. I done lost to this nigga 3 times. Fuck no. This is 3, nigga. I ain't worried about it. Nah, I ain't never. Hi, my name is Owen. Owen 4. You betted that money. I ain't bet that money. I already know how it is. They play with me every time, bro. My team is dominant until we get to the national championship game, and then it's like we can't do shit. And I still won National Player of the Year. I mean, National Player of the Week. That's fucking stupid. But to call that out of reach is crazy though. Call that, but I ain't even gonna lie. Even with the high throw, I just watched that shit back on the fucking stream. That shit was mighty and to call that out of reach is mighty crazy.